How was your draft process? Like, how many teams did you work out for?
Oh, I probably worked out for like 18 teams.
See?
So it was a lot because
Kendrick Spears here.
yeah. It was, and I wasn't like, for sure first round pick. Like I was hearing like I was beginning of the second round, middle of the second round. I remember I had a workout with the Bulls. They had 2 picks, the 28th and 30th in the end of the first round. And that was one of my best workouts. And they said, if you're around, we might, and we're looking for a guard, we might take you into consideration. So that was one of my first round opportunities. And then when that pick went by, it was like, I knew I wasn't a first round pick.
You didn't get discouraged hearing the like second round or not guaranteeing?
Nah, because my goal was always to go to the NBA. So like I was cool with going back to college, but it was like, what am I doing it for? That's not my goal.
Yeah,
like,
but I'm talking about, but you hearing second round, because second round is not guaranteed
no
that
doubt.
you on the team.
I was just like, I'm a bet on myself. When I hit that shot in college and we went to the NCAA tournament 3 times, I won 3 Pac-10 championships. Like realistically, I didn't think we was gonna really win a national championship. And that will probably have raised my stock just a little more.
Yeah.
But you gotta realize I'm 5'9" too. Like there ain't too much more I can do. And I was doing a lot in college. So for my stock to be where it was like realistically it's not gonna get any higher.
Yeah.
So when I talked to the guys that, that was mentors to me, Damon Stoudemire, Gary Payton at that time, Jamal Crawford, Jason Terry, they set out a formula for me, and I went by it every day. I trained every day. I trained 2 to 3 times a day, and I really just bet on myself. I said, if I get the opportunity, I know what I'm gonna do with it. So I went in there, I worked out for 18, 20 teams. I served every workout. I dominated every workout. Like I didn't just beat these guys out. I dominated every workout. I was the best player in every workout. I was the most prepared in every workout. Jason Terry was going through the NBA playoffs. That's the year they won the championship in Dallas. I lived in Dallas for 2 months. Every time he had the chance, we used to wake up at 6 in the morning. I was on the track. I was in the gym twice a day. So I was prepared. I already knew. Once I got to the draft, I really thought I was gonna be like an early second round pick. So that's why I really kept my name in the draft. I was like, if I could be a second round pick, I can get to training camp. I was like, I can get to summer league. And it's crazy because we had a lockout that year. So everything was stacked against me. I didn't have summer league to showcase nothing. The Kings ended up picking me with the last pick.
How did you do your draft? Did you just have a get together at the crib, like a party or something? Or did
Yeah,
you
I had
go
a get together. So I had a little draft party with my family and my close friends. And it's crazy because I was at the University of Washington with all my UW teammates. We wasn't really watching the draft. We was just on the court, just shooting around, shooting the shit, and trying to get my mind off the draft. My friends and my family was out on the apartment complex because we had a little get together. So I remember that was the longest day of my life. The longest day of my life. Like, I was really the last pick in the draft.
Like, that's
Did you give up? Did you give up in your mind
at one
when you
point?
heard?
Because look, when
Right.
the Bulls went by the 28th and 30th pick, I'm like, okay, the Lakers have 4 picks in the second round.
Yeah.
And they needed guards. And they told me, if you're there at that point, we taking
get you.
guards.
Yeah.
And I had a really good workout. They took, I think, 2 guards. One guard played maybe that first season. The other guard never even had an NBA game. So once those picks were done, I think their last pick was like 54. Once that was done, that's when I started to think like, damn, I might not. We're going to have to figure this out. Like, I might not get drafted.
picked, yeah.
I remember my mom calling me. She's like, are you good? Are you all right? I'm like, I mean, I'm okay.
Right.
I remember, and she said, she read a scripture out. It was like, the first shall be last, and the last shall be first.
Yeah.
One of the scriptures in the Bible. And at that point, I'm listening, but I'm like, damn, did I make the wrong decision? Because at that point, it was like towards the end of the draft. I remember at the 58th pick, I ended up leaving the gym because I'm gonna head back to the apartment because the draft about to be over. So I'm like, I'm gonna just head back to the apartment and see what's happening over there. My agent called me right when I get to the apartment. He's like, the Kings. I forgot my first workout was the Kings. I forgot I even worked out with the Kings.
Right.
He like, the Kings are gonna pick you with the last pick. That was like the best news I ever, like, my goal going into the draft, I said, whether I get picked first or last, like, I just want to hear my name called. At the end of the day, I just wanted to hear my name called. That's been a goal of mine my whole life. And when he called me and told me that, it's crazy. It was like a movie. My parents don't even know yet. So I walk in at like the 59th pick. And right when the 60th said, with the 60th pick, the Sacramento Kings, and they didn't even know. They over there kind of sad because they're not even knowing that, and the draft's almost over. It said Adam Silver said the Kings select Isaiah Thomas, and everybody just started tripping. And I knew like a couple minutes before, but it was like a blessing in disguise.
Just
it
to
was,
see that moment
It
of
was
them.
like everything I dreamed of. Like I
Yeah.
didn't even care it was the last pick at that point.
Yeah.
And then you know how they do, they call you after. The Kings
Yeah.
called me. They was excited. I didn't know what was gonna happen. They was excited. They like, we can't wait to see you. We can't wait to have you here. We think we got a steal in the drive. And once they were saying all that, then I was like, okay, I got a chance. Like this is all I asked for.
Right.
This was all I asked for. So it turned into the longest day of my life, but like one of the best days of my life at the same time, even though I was the last pick in the draft.